So from there, she was basically telling him, hey, the next guy you fight, giving him pointers on how to kill Sub-Zero, because she was saying you have to use the elements, basically giving him little riddles on how to defeat the next guy he's fighting. And does it go straight to that fight from there?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah.
We cut to Raiden drinking water, and Liu Kang coming in, and Sub-Zero coming out of the fucking smoke.
Yeah.
That shit was a good nod, dude. Like, literally.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Visually, with the dry ice coming down the stairs.
They do some choreography before Liu gets the upper hand on him, and he does something. So Sub-Zero's he's like summoning his ice
Elements.
shit, right?
Yeah.
He's like doing like a barrier or something. I'm not sure what he was trying to do.
Like a force field.
Yeah.
Shield.
I guess he didn't want to get like sophomore or
Super
something.
Saiyan.
Liu Kang throws something through the force field.
He gets a bucket of bucket of water
And throws it on
He
him.
does it like a projectile, like a fucking what's that thing?
Fucking Donkey Kong.
Windmill.
punch.
Like that. Not the pole vault, but what is that thing?
Shot put.
The shot put. There you go. He does like a shot put thing and throws the bucket through the force field of ice, and it turns the water into like a fucking spike, and hits him through his heart. Right, spikes him through his heart,
Yeah, kills him.
and he freezes, and he dies. Fatality.
And we see Shao Kahn, like, telling Goro, like, we've let these guys win enough.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's time. So we see a bunch of guys fucking
Get their ass beat.
get their ass
Falling
kicked.
on rocks.
Falling on those pebble rocks, those river rocks and shit. Like,
And then he gets to Cage's buddy, who thinks he can take Goro, and Goro kills him.
Yep.
Just destroys him.
He basically just pummels him and beats him to death.
And that's why Cage gets that's when he flips the switch, as we said earlier, and kind of and knows the tournament is serious, and then he goes
AWOL a little bit.
He goes to fight Goro.
Yeah.
And when that match happens, they start, and then he does his classic in-game move where he punches Goro in the balls.
The split. To punch the balls.
And
That's when he takes off, and then
he kind of runs up into the caverns to get the upper hand on this big ass fucking
Goro,
guy.
dude.
How tall do you think Goro is, dude? Like 12 foot?
I think like 7 feet.
Even if he was like 6 foot, having 4 arms.
He's probably taller than
yeah, he's like probably like 8 or 9.
He has to be.
Yeah.
He's like a 6 foot and then a torso up, dude.
He has 2
Like
torsos,
9.
dude.
He's probably like 9 foot tall.
That'd be interesting to see, like what a life-size Goro would look like in person, like a like a sculpt or something.
That'd be cool.
I'm surprised they don't have like a Mortal Kombat museum, dude.
Like that dude with another torso.
With another dude.
He kills Goro.
Yeah.
He falls off a cliff, right?
Well, yeah.
Very anticlimactically.
Yeah.
It sucks, right? Because,
The CGI.
Big boy screen.
Yeah.
then you hear some screams, and I think Sonya's being taken to Outworld by Shang Tsung.
Yep. Or
He's had enough.
he ties her up like a slave.
And then she looks all different and shit.
Yeah, she has her Princess Leia fucking outfit on. her hair's all
done.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
And we see
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
we see Johnny Cage and Liu Kang encounter Reptile.
Oh yeah.
He gets thrown into that. It looks like a sacrificial being or something. And he just gets attached to it, and he turns into a ninja.
Yep.
His human form.
Yeah, human form and shit. So we see that scaffold coming, which is, I think, the second best fight in all the movies.
Yeah, it was a really good one.
Because that's when you get to see Liu Kang do actually the bicycle kick.
Yeah.
I think that's the only scene he does it in. Right?
I think so.
Yeah, because
he fucking like rips his chest out doing it, doesn't he? And then like worms start coming at him or something.
Yeah.
He's fucking crazy. It's pretty cool.
And we cut into Shang Tsung's temple, and we see Sonya tied up, and we see the monks coming in.
Yeah.
And he's like informing Sonya, nobody's coming for you. This is the end of your world, and if you don't fight, you forfeit the tournament. And Outworld controls Earth Realm.
Yep.
That's when we see Johnny Cage and Katana and Liu Kang come in.
Show up at his temple.
And then Liu Kang gets. He takes off his robe. He's like, I'm Liu Kang.
He's the only one that challenges him, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He fucking fights a shitload of warriors, fucking Genghis Khan and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that's right. He summons like different time warriors,
yeah.
different eras to come fight him.
And he beats all their ass.
And they all have weapons.
Like crazy sharp weapons.
Yeah,
That's crazy. He has a samurai in there, too.
yeah, that's right, dude. Mitsuruki.
Like you don't even know if they're from different realms, though. They're probably not even from Earth. They could be from
They're probably
different places,
just
different times.
summoned warriors.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
It was cool.
And then he transforms into his brother after he defeats all of them.
Yeah.
He tries to play the manipulation, dude.
Yep.
Make him feel sad so he won't like keep fighting.
But he's not falling for that shit.
Nah, he's had enough.
I just want to point something out. I did not. I thought it was super funny, and I always laugh at this part where he goes and fucking jogs all the way upstairs to fight Shang Tsung. And I'm just like, is that really necessary? Like,
Can't we just skip it like the other stuff you guys skipped?
like, it was the most hilarious fucking part of the whole fucking movie. I'm
Because it
like,
was so serious, dude.
what the fuck are you doing? Like, it's like doing Pilates and shit.
He runs up the stairs. Yeah. Stairmaster Lou.
Then he fights Shang Tsung, and you can see that Shang Tsung's power is going out, and he's getting
Supposedly
weaker.
the souls are not scared of him, so they're just leaving out of his body and they want to be free. And that's when he starts even getting weaker and weaker, and he knows it. His time is coming soon enough. And Liu Kang.
We forgot to mention that the spikes come up.
Oh yeah,
The
the
real
spikes
fit-
come out. Yeah, and the dragon symbol.
Yeah.
And then I think the most marked out thing ever, where fucking Liu Kang beats the shit out of Shang Tsung, and then he throws this infamous fireball blast at Shang Tsung and just throws him off that ledge and just lands on those
He
spikes.
fall in the spike pit. Yeah.
And
Get all the souls and saves.
Yeah. He says flawless victory. Yeah.
I want to say those were really good nods to the game too.
Yeah, they're
that
cool.
they put them in there, you know.
Yeah.
Like the spike death traps that you can throw people on.
Yeah, like
I wish he did an uppercut.
Oh, that would
That
be
would have been cool.
Yeah, the classic uppercut wasn't used. I
They
think.
did stay true and pay a lot of homage to the game because of
Homage.
homage
homage
to the actual game with using all of those, flawless victory and fucking
Fatality.
I forgot to point out too when Johnny Cage beat Scorpion, when he leaves his picture there signed and it says
So my biggest fan.
my biggest fan, Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Because you can actually do that in the game, right? What is it like?
He does that, right? He signs a fucking hit picture of himself and gives it. Ooh.
Somebody's gonna.
Jeez.
So then, after that, we cut to them celebrating that they beat Outworld and more. They're safe for another generation.
A bunch of little kids running around with flags.
And then
Back at the Buddhist monk temples.
Yeah.
Yeah, they start to implode, and then you just see this fucking the Emperor of Outworld come out and say, You know, you weak, pathetic fools have come for your souls, and all of them do the fucking
Greater
stance.
foes come. The next challenger, dude.
What was that guy's name again?
Shao
Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn.
That's right.
And he brings like a crazy legion with him in the next one. I mean, I wish they did him better.
And he looked different.
That actually, Shao Kahn would have been fucking dope to be in live action. That would have, and actually a bigger, muscular Shao Kahn, because that's how he is in the game.
Ogreous.
Yeah,
I wish they would have used like Mataro and fools like that better in the second one. Like they didn't use most of the henchmen for Shao Kahn well, I thought.
I love that they incorporated rain. I don't think a lot of people know that's Ed Boon's. Created that just for the fuck of it, and it was a tribute to Prince.
Really?
Rain?
Yeah.
Because he's all pink.
Purple rain.
Yeah.
Purple rain.
Oh, shit. That's cool. That's pretty dope.
And that's Mortal Kombat.
That's Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
We did it.
Any last words, gentlemen? Did you want to do Swan Facts real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Swan effect.
All right, so as you just mentioned, Ed Boon, co-creator of the MK video game, starred as the voice of Scorpion.
Come here.
The Crow's Brandon Lee was originally cast as Johnny Cage, but passed away before production began.
Oh man.
Oh, that would have been
That would
dope,
have been
man.
sick.
Maybe a different movie.
That guy that played Liu Kang, that was his first American movie. His first.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, throwing it in.
Big
Facts.
Big facts.
Facts.
Jean-Claude Van Damme was also offered the role of Johnny Cage, but turned it down to star in Street Fighter.
Oh.
Yeah, this movie could have been completely different if all that went through, dude. Like, imagine.
Johnny Cage was actually inspired by Jean-Claude Van Damme as
Oh,
far as the video
shit.
game
Really?
character. Yeah.
Nice.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
The
that makes
kicks.
sense. Yeah.
Bridget Wilson did all of her own stunts in the film and even dislocated her shoulder.
Sewn?
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Played,
That shit looks good.
She actually refused, like, no stunt double for me.
Veronica Vaughn.
The film's soundtrack went platinum in less than 2 weeks.
Hell
Wow.
yeah, dude. That's just Roxbury worthy.
Cameron, this is pretty fucking crazy. Cameron Diaz had actually got the role of Sonya Blade, but injured her wrist during training. So because Billy Madison had just wrapped, Bridget Wilson was able to fly out and star in the film.
Wow.
That's
Cameron Diaz.
cool.
Cameron Diaz is Sonya. Woo.
Back then, that would have been
Was this pre or post Mask?
post. She had already done Mask, and that's why she got the role
She was already.
because they liked it so much.
Yeah.
Striped pants, dude. In fucking mask, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that upside down scene with the legs. Her boobies would have fell around too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, so Christopher Lambert is an actual avid gamer,
Yeah, that's cool.
which is cool. What else do we have? This film actually stayed at the top of the box office for 3 weeks when it came out.
So it was actually well received.
Yeah, it was made for, I think, 20 million, and it grossed over 120.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
And
Huge success.
And at that time, it was a lot.
Yeah, that's big because it was, like I said, one of the first big real video game adaptations. You know?
Yeah.
The story of the movie is greatly inspired by Enter the Dragon.
You a big.
Danny Glover was actually considered for the role of Raiden.
Really?
Whoa. What the fuck? A black rain?
Lyndon Ashby trained in Taekwondo and karate specifically for the film. Cage.
Johnny Cage. Yeah.
Brian Patrick Carroll, aka Buckethead, actually wrote the main theme song for the film.
No way.
Yeah.
Buckethead's sick as fuck.
And yeah, that's the end of my Swan Facts, guys.
Buckethead made that theme?
Yeah.
No way.
Damn.
I mean, he's very experimental, though, man.
yeah,
He's out there, dude.
That feels sick, dude.
All right.
Make music now with it.
So Diego, what do you? Let's plug some stuff.
Well, I mean, I have my, of course, you guys know that I have my photography going on right now where
Yes.
I'm shooting actually 5 times a week. So I'm doing a lot more shoots.